like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off, but haters get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what the mad for. I just had to do it, got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib, ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining, I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. That'll be taken in the end zone.
You ain't going nowhere.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
54. Here I come. Check three.
Curl.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Here we go.
Now Foles. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Watch the run. Deuce.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, but it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Ready. 5-9.
Check, 39. Check.
First carry for Nick Chubb. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 28-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Kill.
Here's Breeze to throw. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Following the penalty, Chubb. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check.
From the 45 on second down, Breeze. Ebron's got it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the first quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D-ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop, able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Team 6.
54. Mike, 54. 3 buzz. Joker.
Foles. He completes it to Westbrook. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
13.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
180. 1.
Got defense. Let's go, defense.
6. Pull it high.
Check 31.
Quick pass to the outside, caught by Conley. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Second down and goal. Foles. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40. Past the 20, 10, and they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So quite a turn of events right there.
Indeed it is. I mean, they thought the worst that could happen was they'd get a field goal attempt to break the tie. Instead, interception, long return, and now the other guys have a great shot to go ahead.
They'll run with Chubb, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
You kill. Hey, easy.
Let's 57's right. I got it. Whoa. 57.
Hey, 57. Tonight.
Throwing now is Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Third and goal, they're going with Chubb. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It'll be a gain of 5, but they're still left with a long 4th and goal. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. After the sack on first down, Foles in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Ed Oliver, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Here's Foles. He's going to go deep for Conley. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Let's go, Spud.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
57. Mike, 57.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. On 2nd and 12, Breeze. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
80 weapons.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken around the 12. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How did they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
This one out quickly to Westbrook. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Hey, Foxtrot.
He'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Breeze now to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
13. Hey, over. 57 to Mike. 50 seconds.
To throw is Breeze. Short little throw to Ebron. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, Charlie.
46 to Mike, 46. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone. 11.
Mike, 46.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
46 to Mike. Smooth. 46 to Mike. 46 to Mike. Watch the screen.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
First and 10 at the 39.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. He's got the hook up with Conley. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Conley. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
It's second down.
Another try after the first down sack. Breeze. And he's going to go down again. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. From the gun, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is taken at the 23. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
On second down, Barkley. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Breeze now. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Breeze now on first down. He gets this one to Johnson. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. back now in Jacksonville. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter.
Ready? Yellow lady. Hey, 21.
Here I come.
Hey, Echo.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Quit talking about it. Let him bring it.
Kill.
57's the Mike.
Throwing again on second down. Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Unique Ngakwe able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
57's the Mike.
On third and long, it's Breeze. To the right side to Eric Ebron. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
57, Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Bravo.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. 11. Give me that ball, defense.
Breeze going to go on fourth down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Six. Hey, Keaton.
Now Foles. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On second down now. Barkley, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow it.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And again, it's Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First down, Colts.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
You ain't doing nothing today. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
36. Hey, Alpha.
46 to Mike.
Breeze going to try and throw on third down. And he gets it to Funchess complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Drew Brees. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
21.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So just a three-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
And the pressure gets to Brees as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now Brees. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Team six.
Mike, 36. Watch the run.
Back to throw, Brees. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Brees to throw for it on fourth. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 12. Watch the run. Check 13.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Levante David in on the tackle. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks it. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, their words